All right, if you're a CNA and you're ready for a serious career glow up, you have come to the right place. We're going to break down step by step how you can ditch that staff job and start landing those awesome, high paying travel contracts. Yeah, let's just get right to it. This is all about taking charge of your career and, you guessed it, starting to make that money. Our goal here is to give you not just the confidence, but the exact playbook to make this whole thing a reality. So you want to get into travel work, but it just seems huge, right? Like, where do you even begin? Well, don't worry about it. We are going to walk you through everything, literally from A to Z. Think of this as your personal roadmap. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Before you start dreaming about contracts and travel agencies, we gotta build the foundation. Seriously, there are two steps that are completely non-negotiable. Every single travel CNA has to do these first. It all starts with the basics, right? Step one, you've got to get that CNA certificate. Community colleges are a great option here. They're usually affordable and have flexible schedules. Then, once you pass that state exam, boom, you move on to the next critical piece, getting that real-world, hands-on experience. And how much experience are we talking about? Well, a full year is pretty much the gold standard. You might see some agencies that'll take 6 months, but honestly, the really good ones, the ones you want to work with, they're going to want that full year. And it makes sense, right? As a traveler, you're the expert they're bringing in. You're expected to hit the ground running from day one, no questions asked. Now, here's a little pro tip for you. Where should you get this experience? Focus on long-term care facilities. Nursing homes. Why? Because that's where the lion's share of travel CNA contracts are. It's where the biggest shortages are, and where there are shortages, that's where you'll find the most gigs and the best money. All right, so you've got your certificate, you've got a year of experience tucked under your belt. Now the fun part begins. It's time to get strategic. This is all about planning, figuring out where you want to go and getting all your ducks in a row to make it happen. And choosing your state, this is a huge strategic move. I know, it's super tempting to think, ooh, I'll go to California or Hawaii. But listen, those fun states, they usually mean way more competition and a lot more red tape. Here's the inside scoop. The so-called boring states, think Wisconsin or Iowa, often have way better pay, a lower cost of living, and a ton more contracts. So you've got to ask yourself, what's more important, the location or the cash in your pocket? So how do you actually work in another state? Well, you need to learn this word, reciprocity. It sounds complicated, but all it means is getting your home state CNA license officially recognized somewhere else. And just a heads up, this isn't a one-time thing. You have to do this for every single state you're thinking about working in. The good news is the process is pretty simple. Your best friend is Google. Just type in the state you want, plus CNA reciprocity. My advice? Just pick 1 to 3 states to start with because you do have to pay a fee for each one. And here's a really important heads up. It's a use it or lose it situation. If you get that reciprocity and then don't work in that state within a year, poof, it expires, and you've got to pay to do it all over again. Okay, let's recap. You've got your experience, you've got reciprocity, and a few states you're eyeing. What's next? Well, now it's time for maybe the most important partnership you'll make in this whole journey, finding the right travel agency. I hear this all the time. What's the #1 best agency to work with? And the truth is, there's no single answer. The market is constantly changing. The agency that has amazing rates today might be just okay tomorrow. So the best agency is just the one that has the best contract for you at this exact moment. So, how do you find that agency? It's all about doing a little homework. Hop on their websites, filter the jobs by the states you're licensed in, and start comparing the pay. But, and this is a big but, look closely at the pay package. It's not just one number. It's usually broken down into your taxable hourly pay and then non-taxable stipends for stuff like housing. That giant weekly number they advertise might look awesome, but you need to see the breakdown to really know what you're taking home. And this right here might be the single most important rule of the whole game. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Seriously, sign up with multiple agencies. Get fully onboarded with them. This gives you a backup plan, sure, but more importantly, it lets you compare offers. You'd be shocked. 2 agencies could have the exact same contract at the same facility, but one is paying way more than the other. Okay, so once you're all set up with a few agencies, get ready because things start moving fast, like really, really fast. Your recruiters are motivated. They want to place you just as badly as you want a contract. So when they call, you got to be ready to jump. I mean, look at this timeline. It's wild. Day 1, you verbally agree to a gig. The very next thing you do is tell your recruiter about any time off you need. Then they send over the official contract. And please read every single line and you sign. The second that's done, you're already online searching for housing and booking your travel. The whole thing can happen in less than a week. Speaking of housing, where do you look? Your two best friends are going to be Furnished Finder and Craigslist. Furnished Finder is made for people like us, traveling pros. It's a little pricier, but it can be super smooth. Craigslist, on the other hand, can be way more affordable. You just might have to sift through a few more listings. Both are solid options for sure. Okay, we have covered so much ground, but there is one last super crucial tip I need to give you. It's something a lot of first-timers forget, and it has everything to do with your money. Let me put this as plainly as possible. You need to have some money saved up before you start. You've got to have a financial cushion. Think about it. You'll have to pay for a housing deposit, gas money, or a flight to get there, and you don't get paid on your first day. This right here shows you exactly why that savings is a must-have. Look, you work all of week 1, but you don't get paid for it. Then you work week 2, and at the end of that week, you get paid for week 1. So you could easily go 2, maybe even 3 weeks before that first direct deposit hits. Having that buffer means you're not stressed about money while you're trying to settle in. And there you have it. That is the complete roadmap. From getting your certification all the way to cashing that first beautiful travel check, you now know every step. If you've already got that year of experience, guess what? Your glow up could be just a few weeks away. And if you're just starting out, hey, it's just a year down the road. So the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be?